Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Service webinar. Very pleased that you could join us this afternoon. I'm Michelle Murray with our marketing team, and just to get some light housekeeping out of the way, we will be sending out this presentation after the webinar to anyone who registered and or attended the event. So again, thank you for your time today, and you don't have to take notes or anything. We'll be sharing out these materials so you have them. A brief word about our agenda today. I'm going to talk a little bit about Turnkey Technologies just to get everybody acquainted. And then we'll go into what exactly is customer engagement where Dynamics 365 is concerned. And then customer service specifically. Jennifer Clark, our practice director for customer engagement, will be sharing a demo. And then we'll have a bit of Q&A and then conclude with some ways to get in touch with us if you are interested in learning more. With that, it's a pleasure to talk a little bit about Turnkey Technologies, who we are and what we do. This is our 27th year in business. We were founded in 1994. We're an owner-led organization. So our owner, president, and CEO is Chris Garadini. We're based out of St. Louis, and we have about 50 individuals on our team. But most everybody's in St. Louis. We do have several consultants joining us from around the country as well. So, but I do want to make mention that our support team is in St. Louis. So if you happen to come aboard as a customer, or if you are a current customer, you know that you can email or call us or submit a support request through the portal, and that's coming directly to our headquarters in St. Louis. We are a Gold Microsoft certified partner, a Tier 1 Microsoft CSP, and cloud business application provider, and we do represent the entire Dynamics portfolio. Excuse me. And that includes both ERP, enterprise resource planning, and customer engagement solutions that we'll talk a little bit more about today. Also things like Power Apps, Power BI, Modern Workplace folded in there. And we are a full service organization, so we're handling everything from pre-sales through implementation, development. Certainly, we do offer managed services, long-term support. We're pleased that so many of our customers have been with us, many from the very beginning, so decades of relationships there with several customers. And we do have a couple key areas, industries that we focus on, that we have the most experience to talk about, and that's in manufacturing. That can range anything from medical devices, aerospace, aviation certainly, electronics, chemicals, packaging, and foods. Also professional services, which is a growth area for us. That's government contractors. We're a Tier 2 contractor to several large government services organizations. Also, that falls into aerospace, engineering, IT, and field service with professional services. So that's just a brief overview of Turnkey Technologies. And with that, I'd like to introduce our practice director for customer engagement, Jennifer Clark. And I'm going to turn over everything to you. Jennifer?
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today and tuning in to learn a little bit more about the customer engagement suite and customer service specifically. So, as Michelle stated, my name is Jennifer Clark. I'm the practice director for customer engagement here at Turnkey. I have been doing Microsoft Dynamics implementations in some capacity or another for well over 15 years. I have seen the Microsoft stack grow and evolve, and I've had the wonderful pleasure of working in a lot of different industries: healthcare, education, manufacturing, retail, nonprofit, again, education, a lot of different areas. And that just goes to show the diversity of the Microsoft stack. A little about me: I grew up in Minnesota, the Midwest, and I now currently reside in Houston, Texas. So I'm one of those people for Turnkey that is not located in St. Louis directly, but around this fabulous United States. I am very happy to be here today to discuss customer service with you guys. So let's talk a little bit about what is Dynamics 365 customer engagement. So there are a lot of different pieces when it comes to the customer engagement stack. For those of you who have used Dynamics or kind of been around the space for a little bit of time or have heard about them, used to be called CRM, right? Customer Relationship Management. And that's really just one part of it. In the Microsoft stack, there's D365 Sales. So again, that helps with Salesforce automation, opportunity management, lead management, your typical sales activities. You have marketing. So again, this helps you kind of find and nurture those leads and customers and opportunities. It also really allows you to create personalized engagement. So custom events, custom campaigns, email journeys, and you can get really specific and again, make them very personalized to your potential customers and to even your existing customers. Customer service, which is our focus today. So we'll get into that in more detail, but that just allows you to get, a view of your customers, complete view, be able to provide them the support anytime, anywhere that they need. And customer support comes in a lot of different areas. Project operations. So this allows you to simplify and manage and get more profit out of your projects. And then field service, which we'll touch on just a little bit in here as it goes hand in hand sometimes with customer service. But field service really allows your employees with real-time connection to customer information, service history, streamlined service processes, and field service really goes out into the field, right? You have field technicians and things like that who can assist with customer service issues. So this is a great quote in here. This is from a Global State of the Customer Service Survey in 2020. A good customer service experience heavily impacts recommendations. Customers who rate a company's service as good are 38% more likely to recommend that company. When I think of customer service and kind of the state of where it's at, again, it's not just about customer service, it's really about the customer experience. So with the D365 stack, right, that experience starts with marketing, continues through sales, whether it's continued sales, renewals, or new sales. And then, of course, really servicing the customer is how you get that lifetime value of a customer to stay. One thing we do want to just mention here is the Microsoft Customer Data Platform. So, this is, even though we have all those different modules that I mentioned, right, that make up customer engagement, everything is built on the data platform, also known as the Dataverse or the Microsoft Power Platform. What this allows you to be able to do is get a complete view of the customers. So it really combines all of your data in real time, right, which allows you to collaborate across everybody in your organization. So whether it's accounting, whether it's sales, whether it's service, marketing, it really allows you to collaborate across all of the different departments. AI is also built into the customer data platform. And so you could get powerful insights, which we're actually going to go into some here, show you a few different dashboards and analytics that are out of the box. But it allows you to predict customer intent and, apply learning models for deeper insights on your customers. It actually will allow you to help predict their buying patterns and even their service patterns, how often they're being serviced, what issues they're having, which will help you, be more proactive than reactive when it comes to your customer service. And again, data is king, right? It helps you drive meaningful accidents with confidence. So it allows you to take that data and make really personalized, decisions and informed decisions across your organization. It also allows you to automate some of those customer-centric experiences that we talked about in the previous slide about that entire experience, whether it's marketing, whether it's sales, service, any of the areas across the entire organization. So the state of customer service. With the pandemic, I know that regardless of what your customer service looked like before, it definitely has changed. The pandemic and the state of the economy and how we do things has definitely evolved and evolved rapidly over the last 24 months. So customers are really demanding personalization. Since we can't reach out and see people face to face, you can't necessarily go to a customer service counter anymore. They really still want to feel like they're a person and not a number. So customers really are reaching out, and the best customer service and the groups that they go to and stay with are those that have made them feel like it's a very personal interaction. Customers also expect efficiency. I always equate this to the big Amazon experience, right? You can, it's very efficient. How easy it is to create a return, how easy it is to call and talk to somebody at Amazon, or how quickly that you can, go through and find something. So customers really expect that now. Again, since they can't see people in person, they might not be able to get out. They really expect efficiency in their customer service interactions. And the bottom line is customer loyalty stems from customer service. So if you have good customer service and you can service that client and you reach out and you can reach them in a timely manner and help them solve their issues quickly and efficiently, that customer is going to stay very loyal to you. And it will also help word of mouth bring you new customers as well. So not only are you building a lifetime value with the particular customer you're helping at the time, but it also has the potential to bring in new customers. All right, let's hone in a little bit on kind of the reason we're here today to talk a little bit more about Microsoft Dynamics 365 customer service. So some of the key features, and some of these are new, some of them are pretty standard features just of any customer service platform, but it really allows you to track customer issues through cases or work orders. Again, those cases can come in a lot of different ways, whether it's via phone, social network, email, chat, website, but it allows you to track their issue throughout the entire resolution process. It allows you to share information in the knowledge base. So some of the AI information that we'll go ahead and look through, it allows you to, the system will actually recommend creating knowledge base articles based on the types of cases, how often they come in and what the resolutions are. It allows you to create queues and route cases to the right channels. So for example, here at Turnkey, we support several different types of software. Each of our software groups has their own queue where our support cases go. This allows it to get handled quickly and make sure it's handled by the right group. Omnichannel for customer service is something relatively new, but this really allows and enables organizations to instantly connect and engage with their customers. So omnichannel, it's multiple channels. It can be via live chat, which I'm going to show you today. You can have kind of some automated chat things that happen. Video chat, which is important. You can actually proactively fix things. You can do video calls now out of Dynamics, which is particularly important if you're servicing equipment, issues like that. It also allows text messages, right? Those are just a few of them that omnichannel covers. So we'll look at a couple of those today. We also have connected service through IoT. So if you have connected devices that are being monitored, a good example of that would be if you have, heating and boiling, boiler rooms, they have certain things reach a certain temperature. If they haven't been serviced, they can actually be connected and you can monitor that real time. What that allows you to do is actually be much more proactive, right? If I'm a customer service person and I can see that, wait a second, this is trending, this, device looks hot, looks like it's breaking down, it looks like it's stopping. It allows you to actually do some quick fixing right from the computer before that customer might even know that it happens. And again, that's just proactive customer service. If you have service level agreements, it allows you to create and track service levels through, the agreement. It'll tell you, how far until you, miss that agreement. Allows you to have really robust reporting on those service level agreements. Helps you manage performance and productivity through reports and dashboards. So that's one of the areas we'll hit today when I go through the demo. Is we'll show you, you can do it by agent, you can do it by case type, by work order type. This will allow you just to be able to, again, track performance. Maybe you have one agent who happens to be getting all the cases. Is it just because they have more knowledge? Do you need to do more training? So it really helps you manage your team members and help coach them. It allows you to create schedules and for service. So again, preventative maintenance, contracts, things like that. It allows you to schedule those ahead of time. And again, one great thing, it integrates with other Microsoft solutions, which is of course a key benefit. Some of the cost benefits of Dynamics 365 customer service. This was taken from the total economic impact of Microsoft Dynamics 365 customer service. It's a Forrester report. So some of the cost benefits are it streamlines service response process for agents, basically increasing capacity per agent and reducing the need to hire additional staff. So one of the things I'll show you is an automated chat message. And again, that can help reduce the cost because maybe it can take care of that information and provide knowledge without actually having to even go to an agent. It avoids support agent hires of nearly 600,000 in 3 years. So again, it avoided, hiring support agents, right? Because they had better tools. They were able to more quickly and more accurately solve customer service requests. And the amount of profit that can be attributable to customer service increased by 300,000 over 3 years. So that's a lot of profit just by using, putting a different tool in place. They had a cost savings of just over 900,000 over a 3-year period from reduced licensing fees, personnel hours, related infrastructure, and previously used support tools. So one of the ways I know that we can speak to that is we have a current client who's doing omni-channel, and it actually replaced, they were already a Microsoft Office person who used Teams, and they actually replaced their current, voice over IP in their phone system and used Microsoft Teams and omni-channel to do their support. And just that alone saved them, I forgot what it was in the first year. I want to say it was almost $100,000. So some really good cost benefits there to think about when you're thinking about, what it would cost to implement, what the licensing fees are, things like that. It's just comparing the cost of the different tools that you might have access to. All right, so now we are going to jump in and I'm going to show you guys just a few things in customer service. So I will go ahead and share my screen here. And Michelle, let me know when you can see it.
I can see it.
Fabulous. Okay, so one of the big things, right, that we talked about is analytics. And so I'm going to go over some case management and some things like that. But I did want to go ahead and show you just a customer service manager dashboard and kind of what it looks like. And then we'll dive into the cases and we'll come back and look at some other analytics as well. But this is just this customer service dashboard in a demo environment. This is, again, active cases by agent. So this shows you right here. I put this in as this is our CRM admin and wanted to point that out because this happens sometimes in service organizations. You have one agent who's fielding all of these calls, and then you have the rest of the agents who are fielding just a few. So this is just a great way for a customer service manager to go ahead and look at their agents and say, okay, why is this person particularly answering all of the calls? Why isn't it evenly distributed? Is it just that this person, are they quick? Maybe they're not even helping the people and really solving them. Or maybe they have more knowledge and we need to do some training for the other agents. So this over here is this is cases by queue. So, right, we have laptop support, we have some customer returns. And then if I keep scrolling over, we have demo users. So these are just different queues. If you remembered earlier, I said that here at Turnkey, we have a different queue for each of our software, right? So if you need help with some accounting software, we have a queue that those cases go in. If you need help with infrastructure or licensing, we have a queue that goes in, for example. If you have a queue for customer engagement, that goes into a queue. And this just really allows you to see, the case distribution amongst the different areas that you might have customers support. Okay, this is another great dashboard that just comes here right out of the box. It's active cases and it's by priority. So right now this is out of the box, it's just high, low, normal. But again, I have worked with several customer service groups that have, 5 different priorities, for example, and then an escalation priority and things like that. So this is really nice to see, again, where the mix of the cases are. And then if you have entitlements or SLAs, this is another great one. This will just tell you, when it expires and which entitlements those are, or again, this could be SLAs. One thing to note, just like with all Microsoft Dynamics products, there are several dashboards that come just out of the box. This is one that's just right out of the box. And so these just happen to populate right off the bat. You don't have to necessarily configure or do a lot of customization to get really good analytics. The other thing I want to share in terms of analytics is they can pop out and you can actually see the data that drives these numbers. So I'm going to just click on this. Okay, and then you can see it a little bit more. And then I just go ahead and click on this view, this list view. And now let's say that I want to know, okay, what are all the cases that make up this 40? So I would just click on that. And then now I can see that these are the cases that make up that number. If I want to see, you know, what cases that Jamie's working on, I can go ahead and see, okay, she's got, you know, 1 low and two normal. So it's very easy to drill down into the actual data that's driving these dashboards and these analytics. Okay, with that, we are going to go into cases. Address, you know, if she happened to be on Microsoft Teams, I could start a chat with her. So this allows me to go ahead and do all of that without even clicking on the record. I just hover over it. Same thing with product. Anytime there's something here, I can go ahead and just click on it, and it can take me right to that information. So that is kind of the information about the case itself. A lot of different things. I can also assign it to somebody here. This up here is just a workflow. So this allows me to very easily, if I'm a customer service agent, just make sure that I'm hitting these specific things that I need to go through. Research, do I need to escalate it? And then if I can resolve it. So the goal of this, having everything right here for your customer service agent, including Smart Assist, is really to make it as easy as possible for them to get all the knowledge they need to solve whatever issue it is quickly and efficiently. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way over here. And now we're going to show you a little bit about what live chat looks like. So Microsoft Customer Service also comes with a portal, and with that portal, you can make it look just like your website. It can be connected to CE, and we do a lot of these where you don't even know that you've left the website. It just happens to be a form page that is used to connect right with the CRM. So this, for example, I can go ahead and ask a question right here, and it will pull up any knowledge base articles that are attached in CRM. I can go ahead, orders, shipping, returns, warranties. I can go ahead and start a case. Like I could actually click on cases right here. And I can go ahead and start a case right from here. It'll show these are my cases. I've cold coffee, so it's in progress. Origin, I started it with chat. So again, I'm logged in here as a customer of theirs, and now I can go ahead and see all of that information. So this really allows you to stay connected with the customer, so they're not always emailing or calling you and trying to find out where their case is at. Again, right from here, I can create a case. There's tutorials, right? So I can record any of those videos or put their knowledge base articles out there. So this really allows them to try to troubleshoot a lot of things for themselves. Now we're going to go ahead and we'll click Let's Chat. You can see right here that it's connecting. It says an agent will be with me in a moment. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys something. I'm going to bring this back over. Whoops, maybe I am. Okay, so do you see right here where now it's ringing for me and I can accept this call? So this again this is the real chat. I want to talk to a person, and now I'm going to go ahead as the agent and I'm going to accept this call. Okay, so it says now Camille has just joined the conversation. I can go ahead and type, my message right here. Hello, how can I help you? Okay, then I can type back. I can say, I am having issues with my Smart Brew 300. And first of all, you should never have issues with your coffee. That's a terrible deal. Okay, so if I click back over here, it says I'm having trouble. And then you can see Smart Assist is active. So it keeps giving me, coffee machine help, timer installation. How do I adjust my, steam boiler? I can also go ahead and there's quick responses. So I can go ahead and say, I can go ahead and just click on smart responses. So you can have smart responses that are already there and listed for you just to be able to click on. Again, you maybe need to transfer it. Have I answered all your questions today? And then, maybe they've given me the knowledge article, or, they've told me how to troubleshoot, and now it's good. My issues are solved. So yes, you have answered all my questions. Again, if I go back over here, this is great. You can see up here, it's slightly positive, but then once, answered all my questions, I can say, great, thank you very much. Right now this is public, but I can also go to internal chat and I can type an internal message. Maybe I need to transfer this to another agent or I have another question. So again, this is just real time. So this really allows you to go ahead and have that real time conversation and chat with your customers. And then if you need to call them, you can actually call as well. So again, I can transfer it to another agent, another queue. I can start adding my notes in here. I can link it to a conversation, quick calls, and then again, I can actually go ahead and call this person if I want as well to help assist. If I go up here, I can do a video call, and then it's going to allow, I can allow it to use my camera and microphone, and I can actually call her and help answer her questions as well. So this is just one great feature of Microsoft Dynamics customer service. And again, I kind of wanted to show you what it would look like from the customer side as well as the internal side of things. All right, we'll move this out of the way over here. And then again, I think one more important thing is just, right, all of the analytics that you can get from this. So kind of showed you the analytics from the customer service dashboard. Now I'll kind of show you what it would look like if you're a service manager. So those of you that have field service or have technicians out in the field as part of your customer service, maybe it starts with a case and then you have to escalate it to a work order to something to be fixed. So this is another great example of the analytics that are really robust. So active work orders by type, diagnosis, repair, inspections, installs. This just shows how the activities, how they're coming in. So, and by what priority. So I have high, normal, low. And then is it an email, is it an appointment, phone call, status note? Again, how are these work orders and these cases coming into me? This just shows a level of, incident type by month. So how many installs are we having? How many break fixes? This is just another nice way to see, kind of help determine and analyze. Maybe you're always having problems with a specific issue, a piece of machine, a specific service. This just allows, yearly analysis for you to see kind of where your incidents and things are happening. So those are just some of the dashboards. Again, you can set it as a default dashboard. And, the key thing here is that Microsoft Dynamics customer service right out of the box really allows you to have a lot of analytics that are just right there for you. You don't have to be, to create a report, to do any coding, things like that. So that is one great thing that Microsoft has done. They really want you to be able to see the analytics out of the information that's in here. See, I'm going to pull up one more analytics thing here if I can. Maybe. Oh, doesn't look like it wants to. One other thing I'll hit on here too is, well, we don't have any in here. When I showed you guys the customer service and the quick responses when the agent was responding back to the chat, all of those you can set up ahead of time. You can actually have agent scripts, right? So they're always saying the same thing. You can provide consistent customer service. I'm sure when you guys have called into customer service people, right, they probably, if you've called into the same place more than once, they probably kind of all have the same scripting. And even though we want it to be personal, we do want to make sure that we send the same consistent message, right? We want our customer service to be consistent. So you can set those up ahead of time. Also in the chat over here, well, this went right to a live agent. You can actually also have this with canned responses first. So one example would be, you can have a chat bot, right? So it can say, hi, I'm Jennifer. How can I help you today? And then they can type in some information. You can actually pop up the knowledge articles. So let me go ahead and pull this back over for you guys to see that you can go ahead and you can pull these up as well and offer to send them so they can, you could show these same 3 knowledge articles in that chat window and ask them, does this help? Will this help you? And they can look at those and say, oh yes, this is perfect. And they don't even have to get to an agent. So another great feature in terms of knowledge articles and chat. Okay, Michelle, I think that's kind of it. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys today. I wanted to make sure that you had a good kind of overall view from the case management, the work order management, things like that, to make sure that you guys had a good overview of customer service, and then see a little bit more of the new capabilities with the omnichannel and chat. So again, if you have any questions, we're gonna, there'll be a Q&A at the end, and we'll make sure that you guys are aware of how to reach out and ask us any of those questions you might have.
Thanks, Jennifer, for the demo. Appreciate that. We did have a question about budget. And so we had some information all ready to go, but why don't we just talk through it?
Sure, because budget is bottom line. So we did talk about a little bit about the cost savings, but I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the implementation. And, if you come to Turnkey and let's say you're only going to use customer service and you want it straight out of the box, basically, very little configuration, we can go ahead and get that set up in 120 hours, which is about 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how ready you guys are with your processes and how, configurable you want it, right? But it's pretty easy just to, Microsoft makes it easy. So a lot of the stuff is just right out of the box. And then you can kind of continue as you, user adoption and things like that. If you want to do customer service and sales, so again, those two kind of go together, right? You have the sale of the product or sale of the service, and then you want to make sure you're able to support and service it. So you get everything that you would over on the customer service, but you also get the lead opportunity management, the sales activity and history, and all of the activity tracking that typically goes with the sales. Customer service, sales, and marketing, so that's kind of all three. They really do go hand in hand. You're going to get the case management, the lead opportunity and sales, and then you'll also get the events and campaigns, the custom email blasts, and it will really allow you to nurture those prospects and your current customers. Current customers and lifetime value of a customer is really important. And so you want to make sure when you think about marketing and sales follow-up and nurturing, that you're nurturing not only your prospective customers, but your existing customers as well. So Michelle, I'm not sure if that answered the question, or what else I can talk about in terms of budget for the group.
No, I think that does it. Actually, both questions that came in related to, what kind of budget expectation should they be, thinking about, and, lining up if this is something that, they're considering, sounds like in the next year or so. And so I think that does it for us.
Yeah, I think too, another thing to think about when you're thinking about budget is, a lot of people ask the question, which one do I do first? And I think, just reach out and ask. I think it really depends on where you're at in your business and your process. And, we can ask you a few questions and help determine that. There's no right or wrong answer. It just is a matter of what's your biggest pain point and your need first. And a lot of times they do definitely go hand in hand. So while you might say, okay, I want this one first, you're kind of going to be accomplishing multiple things regardless of which one you do first. So I think that's something else to take into consideration.
All right, excellent point. Well, we don't have any more questions, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Again, I want to say thank you to Jennifer for a great demo today and giving everybody an inside look at customer service. Thank you all for attending today's webinar. Please be on the lookout for some communication from me with a link. This will be out on our YouTube channel. We also are out on socials and LinkedIn and Facebook. And always feel free to contact us. We have the number up here and our main email address and our website. So plenty of ways to reach out to us if you are interested in carrying this conversation forward. And we look forward to hearing from you. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.